Hello there on YouTube. It's your boy Josh Shop.
It's your boy Tay.
This is another episode of Sports Talk Tay and Josh. And on this episode, we're going to review Obi-Wan episode 1 and 2. We're going to combine them since they
Yeah.
released them the same day. So if you didn't see episode 2, you might want to wait. We're going to try not to give too much spoiler, but we will discuss spoilers. So I am giving you a warning. So
Yep.
if you want to, you can pause it, go watch it on Disney Plus, come back, and we can review
hmm
it. Okay. All right. All right. So, Jay, did you want to go first? What was your first reaction to episode 1 and 2? We can hybrid it if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start with episode one. Then you can start with episode two. Then we can switch
Yeah,
back.
we just switch back. We do it one by one. Let's do episode
Yeah.
one first.
Yeah. Episode one. Yeah. Episode one. Um. Very. I want to say informational. If
Mm,
For episode one, like now we starting to see how Obi-Wan, aka known as Ben Kenobi now, that how he shut himself off from the Force, and he's actually trying to make himself like a regular civilian. Um, the only time you really see him technically trying to be the Jedi mind is when he's trying to protect the Luke. Pretty much, that's the only time you really see that side of him being a Jedi. But episode one really just went straight to how he is as a civilian, day by day. Um, Going with how he is in Tatooine after the events of Attack of the Clones. He's still going off of the moments of the end of it with him losing Anakin. He felt like that was his
mhm,
failure as a
mhm,
as not just a master, or yeah, as a master, but as a Jedi as well. So he's still hovering himself over that, and he's like shut himself down after that. But later we find out
mhm.
he has no choice but to go back to the Force.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
um
So I agree with you. First episode, we're gonna start with first episode.
yeah,
First episode, I like how they led off. They pretty much showing like Revenge of the Sith,
yeah,
post Revenge of the Sith. When the Jedi Temple or the training academy was getting attacked. So it started
yes,
out with that, and also, yeah, you're right. It did show Obi-Wan pretty much becoming a regular civilian,
exactly,
and also I like the development characters too with the new villains. We got
yeah.
new villains in
I'm
place.
gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say my comments for that after. I'm tired of these damn stuff, like these fake ass excuse my French, but I'm tired of these fake ass Star Wars fans. Like I'm gonna say my comments for later. I'm
Now
gonna say my comments for later.
they had the Inquisitor and they had Revel. The new character, well, Inquisitor actually in the comic books and also in the other
Yes,
show.
yes,
But Rev is a little is a new character basically.
yes. Reva as herself is a new character.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the Inquisitors, they are in every Star Wars storyline
Hmm.
you could think of. They go back since freaking. I want to say they go back since Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken. So they technically are in every Star Wars storyline. But I think that this is like their first grand presence of everything until later down the line, like we say Clone Wars, Rebels, and that whole thing. So yeah, but her
Okay.
character itself that's a whole new character.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from episode one?
Man, let's talk about how ruthless. I mean, everybody want to hate on the character, but let's talk about how ruthless she is. She's like Anakin, but in a female body.
By any means necessary. We're gonna say.
Exactly. She trying to draw him out like a daggone sore thumb.
Gonna give you spoiler, potential spoiler prediction. I think at the beginning of the episode one, where we showing the little kids at the
hmm
Jedi Academy,
She's
I
the
think
girl.
I think she
Yeah,
wanted a girl. She looked like one of them. That was my first. I didn't catch on to the second time I watched it.
because when I looked at it, I did watch it twice too. So
Mhm.
when I first looked at it again, I was like, she does resemble her a lot. Like
I could be
hairstyle.
wrong. I
Yeah,
could be wrong. We could be wrong, but just from the looks of it.
yeah. Then and just the fact that she has so much um animosity towards Obi-Wan. I don't know if it's because of Vader or is it because of her own agenda. And they pretty much tying in together with this because the only person that they both want at this moment. I mean, I'm just knowing this off of episode one. I'm just knowing this off of straight episode one. They both want Obi-Wan for some weird reason. I don't know if it's a connection. I don't know if that was her. I don't know if that was his class that was escaping and
Po-
Anakin just couldn't get to him or what. But they both want this man badly.
Uh,
And they don't care what the strips they gotta go to get him.
and also, episode one it ended leading up to episode two. Later
Yeah,
getting kidnapped. So
kidnap. Yep. Yeah,
yeah, so I actually think episode one was a good. It actually was pretty good. I would say
yeah.
episode one was pretty good.
And then we can get and we could get to that, like finding out that this is a 9-year-old Leia. So this is after
9 years
her.
after Revenge of the Sith. This
Yeah.
9 years
So
actually 9 to 10 years in that
and
in that.
that's in that realm. So her being that young and understanding everything that's going around her at that moment, and then to find out how she gonna turn to the 9 years after this is like, yo, now you see why she trusted Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like now you starting to see why she sent that message to him. Um,
Episode one. What will you give a ratings? 1 to 10. Episode one.
um, I really don't give origin stories that high of a rating. Or origin like first episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Um,
it episode one by one. We gotta do it 0 to a 10. 0 being the worst, 10 being the greatest.
I still say
That's
seven.
it's like
I give it like a 7.8.
7.8. Okay, okay, I give it like well, yeah, it's about a 7.8.
Yeah, I very rarely give a first episode a high rating, just because I know that's the start off. I rarely do it.
Actually, it was pretty good, straightforward, pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. And what about? Okay, let's get to episode two. What do you? Let's start with episode two. Episode two is actually, in my opinion, was much better than episode one.
Yeah, it was, especially
Much,
action wise.
yeah, because pretty much Obi-Wan pretty much went on a quest to try to get Layla back. That's pretty
Yes.
much. I'm just putting in a nutshell. I'm trying not to go into great detail,
Yeah.
but what
Then they had
about
my man from the Eternals being a fake Jedi.
your man was a
Obi,
fake Jedi, a little con artist
yeah, con artist.
out here scamming these people.
Yeah, get him off the planet. He do get him off. It's
Hmm.
just he makes them broke while while getting them off.
My man got to sell a dream, man. He's selling info commercials out here, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
then hmm?
what about Obi-Wan doing this little dust thing? That was a little nice little trick with the
That was a
with the,
nice little trick. Even though they kind of went with the whole Breaking Bad like moment
yeah,
right
they
there.
went
I
all
liked it.
Breaking Bad. I don't know what type of movie dust method. I don't know what kind of drug it is. I'm pretty sure we look it up. I'm pretty sure it may be a known drug in the Star Wars universe. Probably.
Yeah, I think it was Spice. I'm
It's some
starting to
type of
believe that was
spice.
Spice.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then him having to face the body, hand to hand combat with the two guards in that lab. One of them ended up being the species of dark moth, and he cut his hand on the horn.
yeah, that was.
Stuff like that. Um,
What about the betrayal? Revel like stabbed your man. She wanted Obi-Wan by
yeah,
any
bro.
necessary. She went by any
I
means
was
necessary.
gonna get to that. Yeah, I was gonna get to that, but I was gonna go more with the fact that she knew that getting Leia would draw him in because the councilman had to go to Obi-Wan to get her back. Like she just knew this shit. That's why I'm like her and Vader are kind of tied into this situation. Like I don't know if she's technically the first outside of Asaka, that'd be his first student per se from the dark side aspect of it.
Possibly.
Because she knew too much about Obi-Wan Kenobi. How you know about Leia and you not even in that realm?
Oh, but the
And you
big
know about Leia.
deal after when she haunted it like taunting, Anakin is still alive, bro.
Yeah, like
Bro, that was like a mic drop right there. When she did that, I was like, oh man,
bro,
oh.
that
First
whole
thing
chase.
man, how she knew it was Anakin. I was like, I don't know how they
Yeah.
killed
And
it,
then
but
on top of that, the whole chase scene with her putting a bounty out for every bounty hunter to get
jumping.
Obi-Wan and Leia.
What about the reason?
Um,
He say Leia with using the Force.
using the force is that
You know,
and
getting,
that woke up Reva's senses to find out where he was to actually give him the news of the whole Anakin's alive.
yeah. She said Anakin, man, that joint. Then on top of that, then after they just cut to your man Vader, your man
Hey,
in the no recovery.
I can't
Bro.
yeah, I can't fake. That was single-handedly one of the best ending scenes I have ever seen on
Yeah,
TV.
when they did, I was like, man,
Like,
it's getting better. I was like, I can't wait to episode 3 after they did that. I was like, they introducing Vader right away. I was like, okay.
and the funny thing is, it's like her how she said it is the exact way that Obi-Wan said it in the little transporter. He just looked at like dead in space. Didn't hear Leia, nothing.
No,
He's just like,
man, nightmares after she said that.
yeah,
I
like.
remember nightmares.
And then next thing you know, he just looking into. I mean, at the time, he's just looking into a space, but he didn't listen to him. He couldn't hear Leia. Leia's fading out in the background. He just hear,
What about some little bit of humanism going on? When she made the old man joke. And he's like, yeah, you gonna
yeah,
be my daughter.
yeah,
He's like, excuse me. That's a little old man joke. I was like, that was a little jab. She put
yeah.
a
She
little
was.
jab.
What she said? He's like, you old enough to be my daughter. You mean granddaughter? I mean,
I was like, ooh, shots fired. Ooh, wow. Okay, okay. A little
and then the
bitterness.
fact I do like the fact that they tied in her mother into this story as well, in both episodes per se, meaning Padme, like the way that how Leia is exactly how Padme is on the prequels from episode 1 through 3 per se before her demise. But yeah, Leia's just a little version of her at the time. I mean, literally a little version of her. So I like the aspect that they kept that character,
Hmm.
how she always it's like mother and daughter. Even though she found out later that she finds out later that whole thing, like she gonna find out this whole thing how maybe Obi-Wan will tell her later in the series. Maybe not. We don't know. But my assumption is I think he's gonna tell her the whole bit about what happened.
Okay.
At least the mother part, because later she ain't found out about Vader until Luke told her in episode. I think it was Return of the Jedi. So episode no, my bad. It was Empire Strikes Back. So episode 2. So that would have been for the new era. So technically, it's episode 5. So episode 5 of Empire Strikes Back. That would have been the one where both of them find out that Vader's their father. But Leia already knew about the mother before Luke knew about the mother. So it's like I think that's what Obi-Wan's gonna tell her
Hmm.
eventually. But yeah,
All right. So what we give rating that episode 2?
I actually give that one an 8. Truthfully,
Ooh, I want to have to go a little bit higher. I want to say about an 8.3. The
okay.
Vader, the Vader ending, like
Yeah,
so
that ending though. Yeah, yeah.
when they showed the man Anakin's still alive. They just showed your man breathing and joint. I was like, oh, bro, like, he's back.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, like, right when it was like, and then we can move on to episode 3. The
Hmm.
fact that your man, right when he said his name, his eyes just, but I was like, yo, his name just like his eyes just open. It was just as soon as he said Anakin, his eyes just boom, and you just hit him the.
Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah, I give it an 8.3. But
yeah,
I think we're gonna end it here. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to us, and also you can catch the audio version of this. It will be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
yeah.
so you can listen while you
But
work.